Ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Well, this is it. Back to the grind.
Darling, do you have to go?
Well, honey, I'm a breadwinner now. And that's what us breadwinners do. We go out and win bread. Hey, be careful. These are my work clothes.
I know. But, darling, do you realize this will be our first time apart since we've been married?
Yeah, I guess it is.
You're tired of me.
No kidding. I am?
You better not be. You're supposed to love me. Tell me you love me.
Oh, I do, darling. I love you with every fiber of my being. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. I love thee till the sands of time run cold. Okay?
Well, it's better.
Well, you mean I gotta go through that every morning before I leave? Bye, darling.
Bye, honey. Oh, Mom, he's so wonderful. Don't you think so?
Well, yes, dear.
Ours has just got to be the most ideal marriage there ever was. Don't you think so?
Well, yes, dear.
Oh, I just know it is. It would be impossible for two people to be any happier. Don't you think so?
Well, yes, dear.
Oh, we're so compatible. We were just made for each other. We'll never, never quarrel, and we'll always be happy and very much in love. Don't you think so?
But yes, dear. Sweetheart, you want to help me?
Of course.
Good. Let me have the towel. Good girl. Put that down. And we'll sit you right over here.
Oh, Ma, I just can't sit here and do nothing.
Try.
Hi, Betty Jo. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Button.
Betty Jo, how can you sit here and not help Mom?
Oh, forget it.
Betty Jo's the guest now, Bobby Jo. Oh, that's right. What are you doing here? What's he done?
Joe.
Well, Mom, you've got to expect something sooner or later. The honeymoon's over, you know.
It is not.
Our honeymoon will never be over. Not in our hearts.
Sure. Wait till he tries to dominate you.
Why should he do that?
Figures show that in 38% of the cases, either one partner or the other tends to establish domination within the first 4 weeks.
Thank you, Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Are you sure of that? 38% in 4 weeks?
Well, it's either that or 4% in 38 weeks.
That's pinpointing it.
4% or 38% won't mean a thing to us. Our marriage is going to be different.
But that's just it. No marriage is different. They all make up the whole, part of the computerized differential.
The who?
What in the world's that?
I don't know, but it must be important. It was underlined in my psychology book.
That's bigger than capital letters. Hey, exactly what point are you trying to make?
Simply that the boss image, as they call it, is established during the first 4 weeks of marriage. During this period, the dominating factor emerges.
You mean either the husband is boss or the wife is boss all in 4 weeks?
Don't laugh. That's science.
I'm not laughing.
Well, I don't think it'll make any difference in our marriage.
I don't think so either, honey.
But it does. What if Steve becomes boss and Betty Jo is an individual who resents authority?
I've never resented authority, have I, Mom?
Yeah. Well, you used to get a little upset when I take away your blocks.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Mom, that isn't something I have to worry about, is it?
Of course it isn't. I don't think Steve will try to take your blocks away. Now, let's change the subject, huh? And let Steve and Betty Jo run their own lives.
Bobby Jo!
Boy, she sounds excited.
I'm coming! Bobby Jo! Oh, I've got some terrific news. Oh, Betty Jo, good. This concerns you, too.
Oh, what is it?
Well, this Saturday night, they're having a big show on the Tri-Valley Network. Maybe you've heard about it.
Oh, sure. They've been advertising it all week.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with your girl?
Well, wait till you hear, Mom. They're looking for a sister act, and so my agent, Sid Sparks, suggested the three of us.
How exciting.
And afterwards, there's some other entertainment, and we're in on that, too.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
We can start rehearsing right away.
Golly, I don't know about Saturday night.
Well, what's the matter?
Well, I'm a housewife now.
Just because you're a housewife, you can't sing anymore?
No, but Steve works during the week, and I feel I should devote the weekends to him. Right, Mom?
Right. Oh, I'll raise that. Oh, I've said right from the start, I am not going to interfere in your marriage. And let's keep it that way, huh?
Well, I don't see what going out on a Saturday night would hurt.
Well, you heard what Mom said.
She said she wasn't going to interfere, but she didn't say anything about us.
What do you think?
Well, I don't think I better. I think I ought to just stay home Saturday night.
What a horrible way to live, being cooped up all your life.
It's not being cooped up. It's just that I feel this one night I should be with Steve.
This would be a wonderful time to try out the boss image.
What are you talking about?
It's something she read in her psychology book.
During the first 4 weeks of marriage, either the husband or the wife emerges as the boss.
And it doesn't concern me one bit.
This would be the time to test it. Why, you could put on your hat and coat and say, "Toodaloo, Steve, I'm off to the radio station to sing with my sisters."
And if he hits the ceiling, then you'll know.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not going to do it, so forget it.
Hey, I've got it. Why don't you just try it the honest way?
Oh, that.
Just say, Steve, I have a chance to sing with my sisters on Saturday night. Would it be all right with you?
And to make sure he says yes, give him a little present ahead of time. You know, a fishing reel or something.
Hey, Joe.
Well, that's the way the husbands work it on the wives. It's called the softening up process.
You know, for a single gal, you sure do know an awful lot about marriage.
I learned that from my psychology teacher.
Well, what does he know about it?
Why, everything. Why, he's... Yeah, come to think of it, what does he know about it? He's a bachelor.